population of 20 millions, of which more than 70,000 are hearing impaired. The recent statistic says that can be around 300,000 deaf people around Sri Lanka as a whole. Kasun Chandana is one of 300,000 deaf people in Sri Lanka who has a profound hearing loss. Thanks to his educated parents, he was able to communicate through lip reading. After completing 2 years of Daskin Japanese leadership training, Kasun came back to Sri Lanka with the hope of sharing his knowledge to enhance the deaf people's life in each possible way. Because there are over 75,000 deaf youth who are currently unemployed in Sri Lanka due to the lack of education and vocational training. When he stepped into the Sumagaruhunu Circle of Deaf (SRCD) at Mathura, which is one of the deaf organizations in southern province Sri Lanka, as the president, there were not enough projects. There were no HR resources. They were going through a huge financial crisis. There were 3 sewing machines at SRCD, laying in a corner covered with cobwebs and dust, with no identity, where Kasun had sensed some rays of hopes. Kasun started training sessions for 3 deaf girls with the support of Mr. Upol, whom a deaf member of SRCD with proper experience in juki machines. And Miss Daya, who is a deaf member of the SRCD, as the coordinator for the training program. He was spending all his earnings, which he earned from Japanese training program, continuously for 4 months. Kasun kept doing the training program by his own expenses. When his earnings are nearly to end, he got to know about the history of the 3 machines by chance. The world-famous British multinational retailer Marks and Spencer, also known as M&S, headquartered in the city of Westminster, London, was the one who was responsible for this donation. Their Marks and Start employability program, launched in international markets to cater 5,000 young unemployed people by 2016, is the project behind this donation. After contacting Mr. Shabri, who is the compliance manager of Marks & Spencer, Kasun was advised to write a project proposal with his future plans for this training program. After submitting the proposal, Mr. Shabri and his team gave the good news to Kasun within few weeks of time. Marks & Spencer is all set to bear the all kind of expenses, including office rental, trainers' salaries, electricity bills, and everything which they needed to have a successful outcome. That was one of the best days for Kasun, as he believed that his hard work and good deed finally paid off. The training continued without a break. SRCD turned into Sumagaruhunu Juki Machine Apparel Training Center with 13 Juki machines. With a beginning of 3 trainees, The training program achieved 62 deaf trainees so far within a less than a year of time. Forty-two of them are now happily working as Juki machine operators at the M&S garment factories like Brandix, Noble Wares, Vortex, and BM Holdings in southern province Sri Lanka. Today they are happy, not just because they have overcome the unemployment, but they also learn to overcome the communication barriers by using Sri Lankan Sign Language. Kasun wants to thank Mark and Spencer for their massive support. He believes with their support, he will be able to encourage the deaf community to find their very own career through vocational training. He works out to reduce the communication barriers among the deaf and non-deaf people by arranging awareness programs, while providing all kinds of facilities for them to coordinate with employers from his level best. Because he just wants to give all of them a chance to obtain the deserved respect as a human being among their own family and the society. With all the hopes, Kasun now started his own service label called Ahanna, Listen, to cater all the areas which he is capable of to enhance the quality of deaf community in Sri Lanka. Waiting till someone else to do something is the biggest mistake one can do. That's how Kasun thinks. Kasun wants to thank everyone who become a huge support to make his journey successful. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.